Hey guys, I just saw Spider-Man No Way Home, the final chapter in No Way Home trilogy, starring Tom Holland as Spider-Man and John Jameson, played by, you know, great J.K. Simmons. Yeah, so I just finished wrapping up this movie, watching this movie, and I gotta say, the hype for this movie that's been going on for the past 3 or 4 months was justified because this movie lived up to the hype that that this movie was coming out was dropping with. Everything that was going on for the past 2 months, it lived up to this billing with the people on social media, especially Twitter, talking about this movie. It lived up to all that. It was a phenomenal movie to the end of the Homecoming trilogy. I guess I'll call it the Homecoming trilogy of Spider-Man. And then the next few chapters would involve him in his college years, perhaps, of the next trilogy involving Tom Holland. But yeah, so this is a non-spoiler review. I will do a spoiler review a little bit later, maybe Monday or Sunday, because there's a lot of things I would love to talk about. But I'll just say this. I'll say this. It's the best comic book movie. I'll say comic book movie of the year. It's better than Justice League. Zack Snyder. I'm sorry, Snyder fans, but it's a better movie. It's better than Black Widow. It's better than Shang-Chi. And it's better than Turtles. It's the best comic book movie of the year, hands down, because everything in this movie made you feel for the characters even more. This is where Tom Holland's Peter Parker grew to understand what being Spider-Man is all about. And you'll see why. You'll see why being Spider-Man is a huge burden on his normal life. And you'll see why that's you see why on the screen and the sacrifices and the stuff that happens being Spider-Man when it does. Uh, so so I'm not gonna spoil it here. I'll just tell you the dialogue, the chemistry, every character was great. Uh, all of the villains you really know spoil Doc Ock, Electro, Lizard, Green Goblin, Salmon. They're all spoiled. They're all in there. I'm not gonna say anything else, even though you suspected this. But the way this movie is, the action scenes were great. There's pretty good action scenes. Uh, the beginning, there was about four fighting scenes. I would say in this movie, four fighting scenes. No, no, take that back. Maybe 4 or 5. I think it's around there. Uh, the way the villains interacted with Spider-Man, with Tom Holland Spider-Man, was great because obviously they're whatever, they're from different universes. So of course they'd be confused. There's the dialogue of action scenes, the cinematography was way up there. The cinematography for this movie, like wherever Doctor Strange is great in it. He had more screen time than I anticipated. Uh, this movie really focused on Michelle Jones, MJ, and Ned's more. They got more involved in this movie, and you see this movie. Look, this movie, a lot of action scenes. You know what? The reputation Marvel has for too many comedy and stuff like that. This movie has it, but not to excess to the point where it's too much. It makes sense at a certain point, and makes sense where the comedy comes in. But also, there's a lot of sadness and sacrifice in this movie too, man. Like halfway through this film, I mean, you feel it, you feel the sadness, and you actually feel for the villains too. I'm not gonna spoil. Well, I'm not gonna spoil the plot, but the way they treated the villains, magnificent. Because if you've seen the trailers, especially Doctor Strange and Spider-Man have different philosophies on how to deal with the villains. And in this movie, once you see the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, you'll see why. And if you have seen the movie, obviously you know why. And I really like it. I really like it. Uh, so especially the last battle scene, the ending, phenomenal, phenomenal. And and they pay homage to the old characters, the old characters from the other universes. Yeah. I'll see this. I know I'm not gonna say this, but the ending was a sad ending, as you could say, for me, because it was a big sacrifice in that movie, and I don't want to spoil what it is. But if you've seen the movie, you know what the huge sacrifice. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is. But yeah, so if I had to give this out of 10, it's a 9.5 out of 10. I just really love this movie. I'll just say it's the best comic book movie of the year. It's not much else to say because I really want to talk more about this movie and say what I like and say what happens in the movie and stuff. But that's a spoiler review, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So for the so in a few days, I'll be doing a live stream, a non-spoiler review of this movie. So come check it out. So yeah, Spider-Man: No Way Home, best comic movie of the year. Go watch it. You will leave the theater satisfied and stay for the after credit scene because it's a huge after credit scene. It's ramifications on what possibly could happen in the MCU. So yeah. So yes, like, share, subscribe below, and you see all these villains: Doc Ock, Electro, Lizard, Green Goblin, Sandman. They're not spelled, we all know they're in there. So yeah, so share, like, subscribe down below. And with that AWO, you know what? Here we go. Too sweet! Sweet! Too sweet! Too sweet! So once again, share, like, subscribe down below, comment below. Tell me if you've seen the movie. Tell me if you like it. If you have not seen the movie, tell me later on if you've seen the movie. And I will do a spoiler review live stream, maybe Sunday or Monday. Okay. So yeah, it's the best comic movie of the year. So yeah, take care, guys. AWO there, water is out.